Back in Chicago, it's already been an exciting day for Iowa and Nebraska. The two schools announcing this morning their rivalry will be known as the Heroes Game. Have a new trophy to go along with that. Will honor heroes from each one of the states each year. Kirk Ferentz and Pelini join us now, guys. And give me a little bit of a sense, and Kirk, I'll start with you, as to the excitement in the state of Iowa with this annual rivalry now being renewed with Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, first of all, obviously it's been a great thing for the entire Big Ten, I think, and exciting in that we'll have divisional play now, but certainly for the people of Iowa, we share a border with Nebraska. We've played some games sporadically through the years, and now to have a annual matchup, I think it's going to be great for interest on both sides of the border, and the Heroes concept, I think, is just outstanding. It's hard to disagree with that one, so it's all good.
How about from Nebraska's point of view, Coach?
You know, I echo what Coach Ferentz said. You know, it's great for both states. I think the fans will embrace it. You know, they already jaw back and forth about who would win anyway, so we might as well play the game, and it just makes a lot of sense. And it's just two programs, I think, that share similar values and believe in a lot of the same things. So I think it's going to be great for both fan bases and both universities.
Coach Bo, in the spring you talked about learning an entirely new conference and the study that your staff was going to have to do. I'm just curious from a coaching standpoint, did you break it down by offensive, defensive staff? Did you assign certain coaches to certain teams? How did you organize it?
We just got together as offensively and defensively, and we tried to take a look at every opponent we have. Well, now we weren't breaking them down like we would for a game, but just to become familiar with who they are, what they like to do, and just so we have some familiarity when we go into a game week, that we already have some notes taken and we know exactly kind of where we're heading going into a Sunday or Monday to kind of get ready for a particular opponent.
Coach Ferentz, a new quarterback this year, but he's got some playing time for you. How has he developed over the summer and also the spring?
You know, we have a lot of confidence in James Vandenberg. He did a nice job in 2009 when Ricky Stanzi was injured, and I think he earned a lot of people's respect, certainly everybody in our program, with the performance he had in Columbus. Gave us a real chance to win in a very tough environment, and then I think more importantly, since that time, we've had a chance to watch him practice in spring last year as he backed up Ricky Stanzi, and I think we all felt comfortable that if Ricky had to come out of the game, James would have done very well. And sometimes in college football, you have good players behind good players, and we graduated A.J. Eads a year ago, 3-year starter outside linebacker. Tyler Nielsen jumped in and played maybe every bit as well, if not better than A.J., with all due respect to A.J., and it's just, sometimes good players get positioned behind other guys, and they just need an opportunity, so we're all eager to see James perform.
Kirk, you mentioned yesterday this team's more like your 08 team, younger, maybe more developmental. Do you practice different? Do you coach them different than the 09 and the 10 team?
Yeah, I don't know that we practice much different, but I think what we'll see is it's going to be a pretty fluid thing, I would imagine. I think throughout the next 4 weeks, we don't know who's going to start in our secondary, for instance, right now. We've got a couple other spots that are really, we don't have any firm answers, and it may even be the end of September before we know that. I mentioned that in 08, both Ricky Stanzi and Pat Anger, two pretty good football players, were second team for most of that month, and then they emerged as the month went on. So I think we might have some stories like that, and it's kind of fun. We're all kind of curious to see how things look once we get back on the field, and then how they progress throughout September.
Coach Pelini, how would you describe your football team today?
I think we have a good. I think they're really committed to being a good football team. We have tremendous character and great leadership, and it's an interesting mix between youth and experience. We have some guys coming back, but we're going to have a number of spots where we got to replace some good football players. And I think we have talent there, but we need some guys to step forward and actually do it when the lights come on. And it's going to be interesting. But I think we have great chemistry on our team right now and great leadership, and that gives you a chance.
Well, we're looking forward to watching the Huskers as part of the Big Ten. Bo Pelini, the head coach in Nebraska, Kirk Ferentz at Iowa. Thanks a lot, guys, and we will see you in the weeks to come.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.